What's up, everyone? So the first round came to a close. We had a couple of surprises. The Milwaukee Bucks getting upset by the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat advanced to the second round, and they are 1-0, leading the New York Knicks in the second round. There's something that I never saw coming. I was expecting at least the Bucks to at least push it to at least Game 6 so they could be able to win. But I just saw the Bucks just go down 3-1, despite even losing Game 5 by 2 points. I just knew that that game was done and dusted. And also a couple of surprises. We had the New York Knicks beating the Cleveland Cavaliers. Especially, I didn't see this coming. I was expecting this series to go at least 7 games, but hey, the New York Knicks, they just came in and balled out. The New York fan base just had a lot of energy. I remember on social media when they made an anthem when they won like 2 straight and they were leading the series 2-1. It was funny because I was like tweeting and I was just saying, I don't see them, winning. And true to the word, they came in and won and they just proved me wrong. But hey, it's all the playoffs. Anything goes in the playoffs, and it's funny how the top seeded teams are getting upset. The Heat upsetting the Milwaukee Bucks. A 1 seed got beat by an 8 seed. The Cleveland Cavaliers, a 4th seed, getting beat by a 5th seed. And it is what it is. When you look at the Sixers versus Nets, they concluded fairly early, so they had some time to rest. And Trae Young pushed that series to 6 games, but unfortunately, the Boston Celtics, they were not in the mood of getting upset in the first round, so they handled them in 6 games. But they're trailing 1-0, 0-1 behind the Philadelphia 76ers. So this game happened today morning. But the most interesting is the Nuggets versus Suns. The 1 seed versus the 4 seed. I honestly feel like the Nuggets have control of this series if they're able to defend home court and at least steal 1 game on the road. They'll be in a good position to be able to make it past the second round. And looking at this rivalry between the Suns and the Nuggets, I feel like they're getting their payback from 2021's postseason, because this Phoenix Suns had a lot of choice words to say about the Denver Nuggets, especially sweeping them. At that time, Nikola Jokic didn't have his, he didn't have his superstars with him. He didn't have Jamal Murray. He didn't have Michael Porter Jr. And you can see the effects of the games that when those 3 guys play in there. And also they have Aaron Gordon in there, and also a couple of decent key role players in the rotation. So having those guys in there have enabled them to go up top of getting a top seed and number 1 seed, and also going up 2-0 on the Phoenix Suns. Despite the Phoenix Suns, swinging big in the trade deadline, I don't feel like they have what it takes. I saw some clips running and circulating around, and the way DeAndre Ayton was not even getting back to rebound, and KD was just doing it all by himself, and it really shocked me to see a team that has a big 4 just play like that. And it will be very embarrassing for the Suns Nation if they get, if the Denver Nuggets are able to steal Game 3 and win. But more likely than not, I feel like the Phoenix Suns have the ability to tie up this series and defend both games, and at least push this series to at least 6 to 7 games. But I don't expect an upset, because the way the Denver Nuggets have been looking, they're looking dominant than ever, and I don't see them dropping like that. But the Warriors versus the Kings, man, I never envisioned this. The Kings would come out in the first postseason like this in like the longest time, like 16 years. It was just great to see, and having the chef, the greatest shooter of all time, shooting very well in Game 7 and scoring 50 piece was actually exemplary, and it was actually great. And that means the Lakers and the Warriors are set up to match up in the Western Conference semifinals. So I'm so happy to see this because I'm a Laker fan. I support the Lakers. I honestly love the Lakers a lot, and I'm rooting for them to win this series because during the trade deadline, at the trade deadline, they made some key signings that have put them over the edge, and they have the ability to be able to get and win these games easily. So I expect Anthony Davis to be able to play well and be able to, be the X factor in there. And he has the ability to make the Warriors look small, even despite having Draymond Green and Kevin Looney in there. Kevin Looney has actually been like their Dennis Rodman in that Kings Warriors series. So it's just something great to see because when you have these two teams matching up, LeBron versus Steph again, you've seen like that rivalry has, especially in the finals from 2015 to 2018, they met in the finals 4 times. Stephen Curry won 3 of them, LeBron James one of them, and also dating back that was in the finals. But even looking back at the 2021 postseason, you could see in the play-in tournament, in the battle for the seventh seed, you could also see the Warriors and Lakers. They did their thing in there, and the Lakers won it. I was actually pretty happy. That game was actually going. that game was almost leaving the Lakers, but I'm so happy to see that they got the job done with it, despite even getting knocked out in the first round. But hey, I mean, you just take it the way it is. But right now, the I feel like the team that wins this series between the Lakers and the Warriors will potentially win the NBA championship because I'm not seeing any side looking this strong. I don't trust the Denver Nuggets like that. I don't trust the Phoenix Suns like that. That is if KD just becomes a monster like the way he was in Golden State. That's the only time I'll believe them. But the Lakers and the Warriors, I feel like the championship runs through one of those teams. If the Lakers are able to win it and win this series in either 6 or 7 games, I'm not saying five. I don't think that the Lakers can close out the Warriors in five, but I feel like this is a 6 to 7 game series. I expect both teams to defend home court pretty well, and it's actually going to be very exciting. And also, looking back at even in the East, let's see if the Sixers can make it past the second round. I don't think that's their time to do it because the Celtics are raring to go and they have to make that finals push. And if the Celtics and Miami team meet, it's just going to be a playback of last postseason, the way things panned out. So, I mean, I'm just waiting to see that, and it's just gonna be fun. I'll just be popping up sporadically, making such videos, and tell me guys what you think in the comments section because this is what I feel. This is just raw and cut, me just freestyling it and just giving my honest takes or opinions. I'm not looking deep into the stat sheet. I'm just gonna give my honest opinion on what I'm seeing, and I'm out. Peace, guys.